Hello, good evening, and welcome back. The BBC complains to Tories over Facebook advert. Yes, they are furious, and why is this? Well, very simply put, there's a 15-second clip, which I of course can't show here for copyright reasons, but you can find it elsewhere if you wish, showing various BBC presenters actually showing the truth and speaking honestly about what has been happening with Brexit, saying another Brexit delay, government's holding the Prime Minister prisoner. Then they simply say, get Brexit done, vote Conservative at the end. So, the point being that the Conservatives are using the BBC to actually then be honest with the people, the constituents, to say, here is what is happening, maybe you should know, maybe we should get something done about it. Let's stop the Lib Dems, Labour, and the SNP from causing so much havoc, just trying to stall their way out of this, and let's actually get it done, so vote Conservative. Or the Brexit Party. Why not? Because they don't show the Brexit Party being bad. Of course not. And by doing so, then the BBC is saying, oh no, this is going to ruin our impartiality. It's like, well, what semblance of impartiality did you really think you had left? At this point, everybody knows that the BBC stands for broken, biased and corrupt, and any thought that you are impartial is a total joke. So at least the way that the Conservatives put it, you were then being more impartial, or less partisan, if you will, given that you were then saying exactly what was going on, and that was fair enough. They say you've taken them out of context, but actually I would say that's enough context, and that is true. If you give more context, then you might be seen to be lying. So the Conservatives did you a solid one there to actually try and show you being honest, which I know it's probably alien to the people at the BBC to actually see what it looks like to be honest, but nonetheless. So they go on to complain to say, the BBC says the material has been taken out of context and its lawyers have asked the party to remove the ad. The 15-second video was first shown on Thursday afternoon and has so far been seen by more than 100,000 users. The Tories said the footage had not been edited in a manner that misleads or changes the reporting. Correct. I mean, if you want to give the BBC the benefit of the doubt that they were actually honest, then sure. 3 clips of BBC reporters or presenters, political editor Laura Kuenssberg, News at 10 presenter Hugh Edwards, and political correspondent Jonathan Blake, speaking in recent broadcasts, are used to describe the situation in Parliament. Points delay to Brexit and another Brexit delay, and the holding the Prime Minister prisoner, are among the lines of BBC News commentary used. All true. Perfect. Clips were edited. Yeah, cool. In a statement, the BBC said, we're aware of their Conservative Party Facebook adverts using edited BBC content. Good stuff. I know Kiss Boy do it a lot, and they're brilliant. This is a completely unacceptable use of BBC content which distorts our output and which could damage perceptions of our impartiality. Hey, if we have to pay this against our will, we're going to use it however we bloody well choose. If we don't have a choice but to receive it, then we're going to make it a way that is palatable. That's the agreement we make. We don't want to support you with our money, so at least let us mock you endlessly for it. That is the least you can provide to us. Otherwise, yes, if we can't mock you at all, then let us end the license fee. You can go to adverts like everybody else. And then maybe we can find other slots to replace you. That would be perfect. The BBC's lawyers have written to party chairman James Cleverly asking the party to take down the advert. According to the Facebook ad library, the Conservative Party has spent up to £2,200 on the advert so far. Oh, really raking in the big bucks there, which is being targeted at 35 to 54-year-olds in England. Spokesperson for the Tory party said, this video uses contemporary news footage to remind voters of the deadlock and delay of the last 3 years caused by a broken parliament that did everything it could to block Brexit. Very, very true. Viewers can judge for themselves, but it is clear the footage was not edited in a manner that misleads or changes the reporting. Good, job done, case closed, but no, of course, because the BBC is saying this seems like they're being too supportive for the Tories, but don't worry BBC, we all know that you would never ever support the Conservatives, so you don't need to worry about it. Just be grateful that somebody actually did you a solid by showing you being honest for once. I'd be grateful for that if I were you. They go on to mention other instances that they say they posted a doctored video earlier in the month involving Labour Shadow Brexit Secretary Keir Starmer, in which he was made to look as if he met a question posed by ITV's Piers Morgan with silence when he had answered it straight away. Yes, putting in a pregnant pause there. And that was, Cleverly said the video was meant to be light-hearted. The Tories faced a backlash for rebranding one of their Twitter accounts last week, describing it as a fact-checking account during a live TV debate between Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn. Well, technically they were fact-checking, because they were fact-checking Corbyn. Sure, people are saying that it was a badly placed joke, but they were still fact-checking. And yes, the fact-checker itself was partial, it was partisan. That doesn't mean it can't check facts. It's not saying that it's checking everything, but it is checking where people are misspeaking. And surely, isn't that good for both sides both sides of the political debate, or both sides of any debate, to be fact-checking their opponent? And maybe you can't do it on stage, but at least the people working for you can do it while you're obviously debating them on stage. So yeah, fair enough. I would say Labour should get in on that as well. But then, of course, you've got to fact-check the fact-checkers. So hey, there'll be an endless supply of jobs for fact-checking, so you go there if you want job security. Twitter said the party had misled the public. They were fact-checking though, and would take decisive corrective action if a similar stunt was attempted again. Yes, because they're basically saying, we know that you're the biggest party in the UK, so we have to actually have you on our platform. But we will get rid of you if we can, like we did with MEPs, Tommy Robinson, Sargon and Count Dankula, of course, having issues not being allowed on Twitter. It's a similar thing here, but of course they're not going to be so blasé with their attitude with Conservatives, given that they are still the largest party in the United Kingdom. But we will see how this all pans out. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you have seen the video, I'm sorry I can't show it here. I've already had that video taken down, so I'm not going to try that again. Then do let me know, and as always, lovely to hear from you guys. So like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.